the channel, we got two Star Wars Black Series unboxings with the GameStop Scorch and Aayla Secura.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Star Wars Black Series unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Tale of Two packaging designs with Scorch, the GameStop exclusive gaming greats, and Aayla Secura from the Clone Wars. But for all your Star Wars Black Series needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Zavi. Use discount code Kyle Peterson to save 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I guess we're going to go old packaging design first. And you can see these two side by side. Really night and day how much cooler and how much better this packaging design is. Really, really do like this. At least they did keep the mural on the new ones. But still, it's just not the same being able to see what you're getting here with the Star Wars Black Series figures. Let's take a look at our Jedi herself, Aayla Secura. Always fun to get a Jedi in the Star Wars Black Series line. Always exciting times. Very cool to get one. And a female Jedi nonetheless, and blue skin. Oh, yes. He could be one of the greatest blue-skinned Jedis of all time, or blue-skin characters in general. Right up there with Smurfette from the Smurfs, probably. Who knows? But looking good there. You do get the Attack of the Clones red kind of band around. Big plastic prison window there. Star Wars at the top. Cool mural, they all connect. We do love that. Very cool packaging design still to this day. We're into it a few years. Got the big blurb. We got the UPCs, the warnings. Got a little glamour shot there. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Aayla. Oh, Aayla. A cunning warrior and Jedi Knight during the rise of the Clone Wars, Aayla fought on many battlefields, a master of the emotional detachment necessary in the Jedi Order. She tried to pass on what she learned. Okay. Well, we've all tried to pass on what we've learned. We're all trying to tell people, hey, here's what I learned. Take it from me. See you later. But what I've found in life is a lot of people don't take the advice they need to. They don't go that way, and then they end up failing for it. And I guess it's one of those things. You got to fail on your own sometimes. There she is in the plastic prison. But if Aayla Secura has given you some advice, you should probably take it. That's what I'm going to say right there. See you later, Spider-Man style. See you later. Once again, get out of here. Pop her out of the plastic prison. Not a whole lot going on with this figure. Very small female figure. And then you do get the lightsaber, of course. She is a Jedi. Up high. See you later over the top. Didn't knock the camera over. How about that? Always love to see that not happen. But we do get her lightsaber here. Nice blue lightsaber. Nice silver hilt on it. Looking good, looking all right here. Always nervous that these are going to break off sometimes. They're a little bit, have a bend in it. It's like, oh, it's just going to crack right off. That's a bad day at the office, as we do know. But always nice to get a lightsaber. If you're a Jedi, you better have one packed with you. And at least Hasbro did do that for us. Now we get old Aayla Secura out right here. Looking really, really nice. Of course, she reminds me, what is she a Twi'lek, or am I dreaming that? She's not a Twi'lek, is she? She might be a Twi'lek. No? Yes? No? Yes? No? I think she is, maybe. We'll go with it. Sounds good, at least. Sounds like I know what I'm talking about. But, of course, the little horn things that go on the back here always reminds me of the dancer at Jabba's palace as well. Always looking really good. So definitely could get some reuse possibly out of this head sculpt. And that's one of the things about Star Wars that a lot of people do gripe about, and I do from time to time as well. We get so many of the same molds over and over and over. But to Star Wars Black Series Hasbro's defense, they have so many different looking aliens. It's tough because you have to do all these extra head sculpts, different head sculpts to make them work. So it does take into the profits and what they're trying to get their margins, all that kind of stuff. As we always know, it is a business at the end of the day. So it is a little bit harder to do than some of the other toy lines out there, I guess you would say, with some of the sculpting and stuff. But still, we do see a lot of the same old, a lot, as we do know at Star Wars. And it's really burned a lot of the fan base out, getting some of the figures just released multiple times. Boba Fett, anyone, just a lot of that over and over. It does burn the fan base and really gets people down on the collection. And I feel that way a little bit with Star Wars, as we talked about on the channel the last couple of months. It just, I don't know, it's just not enough for what I'm looking for out of action figures right now. So the long game is there, and passing on figures is there. And I hate to admit it, but that's what's going on. And I know a lot of you guys are in the same exact boat with me there. But let's break down Aayla Secura. Let's go through the articulation real quick. Head back, forth, up and down. Obviously, not a lot of movement back with her horns going on there. And side to side, they are blocking a little bit at the shoulder. Kind of makes sense, though, if you think about it. Arms go all the way around. Single jointed elbows, no double jointed elbows, anything like that. Hands back and forth, side to side. 2 gripping hands on her. Got the hula hoop at the top. A lot of good movement out of that. Waist, nope, nothing out of the waist. She can do some of those Jedi splits if she needs to. Do got a thigh cut. Do got double jointed knees. They are pinned. Do got a boot cut. And then you got ankles back, forth, side to side. Of course, female figure, a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter. Her right leg is a little bit strange. It just feels like it's kind of not level or kind of lined up correctly. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. But that thigh cut is extra deep there and really kind of ugly and takes you away from the presence of the figure a little bit for me on there. But it does, of course, she does have that bright blue skin, really does pop. This is one of those figures that's really going to pop on the shelf if you have her there. You're going to see her and she's going to catch your eye for sure. She's got one bare arm, and then she's got one kind of with the coverings on the arm here. She's got the coverings, wrappings around her head, around her horns throughout. Got a little tank top action going on. Got her own kind of He-Man loincloth type thing going on as well. Got the fringe down on the side. Nice brown color. Does match the top and the bottom. Got the big old boots going on and kind of the brownish, maroonish tights as well. So kind of what we expect with Aayla Secura, but this leg just is driving me crazy. I don't know what it is. It just feels like there's no way to line it up or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just mine, or maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. I'm not exactly sure. But she does look good, and like I said earlier, I always love getting a new Jedi in the collection. Jedis are some of my favorites, and it's really fun. Like any army build, we're going to talk clone army build pretty soon here, but any kind of army builder, be it clone troopers or Jedis, it's always cool. It's always powerful on the shelf. Put her with old Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, and the rest of the gang. Going to be a good day at the office. She does fit on a ringside collectible Mattel stand, so keeping track at home. Fits perfectly right there. Always love that. So a very good Jedi figure, one we needed. Give me the rest of the Jedis. We want them. I'm sick of this slow build. Let's just get after them. But it does feel nice to get something that feels new and feels fresh in the Black Series line, and I do think she feels that way for me. So there you go. But now we're going to turn our attention over to the Gaming Greats line over there at the old GameStop store, and I never pay full price at GameStop for these Gaming Greats figures. This one was listed as $28.99. Absolutely highway robbery. Of course, it is kind of the GameStop tax that you get. Kind of like how back in the day, KB Toys, for the most part, sometimes they were more expensive than your Walmarts, Targets, unless they had sales going on. But they had to pay that mall tax. Mall leases are very expensive. GameStop, I kind of feel the same way. Their lease is expensive, so they upcharge $1 or $2, but they always have credits and things going on. So this was $28.99. I used my $5 monthly credit. I had a $5 reward in my thing, so there's $10 off. And then they had a special sale during the week I bought this. It was 30% off Hasbro figures. So got to get a deal all day long. I got this well under $20. Felt really good about that. Got to get a deal out there, and that's what I'm doing with my Star Wars whenever I possibly can, especially Gaming Greats. I don't need these Gaming Great figures right away. I'll play a little of that long game. I'll get them on a clearance, a big sale. That's what I've been doing, and that's what I did with Scorch. But Scorch I was really looking forward to because he's a clone trooper. He can kind of fit into that colorful Gaming Greats line of different clone troopers that we've unboxed here on the channel, and that's what we got here. Now, you notice the packaging, of course, the cardboard prison. Don't know what's inside here, and I didn't check. I would assume this will be okay. We'll see. One of these days on the channel, I'll probably get a figure swap. It would be an interesting day at the office, that's for sure. That would probably make for an all-timer video is what it would be. But looking okay on the front. I love the blue color. He is number 18. Got that artwork on the side looking nice. There's what your figure is right here on the side. Shows what it is. It even tells how tall. 6 inches right here, it says. And then on the back, you do get the blurb. You get all the warnings, all that kind of stuff UPCs in the bottom. Glamour shot. Let's see what it says about Scorch here. RC1262 1262. Nicknamed Scorch, serves under the Galactic Republic's clone army as part of the Delta Squad, a squad of Republic commandos created to infiltrate, dominate, and ultimately annihilate the enemy. So they're up to no good. But let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's happening. Spider-Man style. See you later. Goodbye. See you later up high. Oh, off the ceiling. Watch out. Coming back like a boomerang. And you get the usual stuff. The old cardboard prison. Oh, ain't it exciting. Ain't it exciting, the cardboard prison. Pull that out. Locked in like Frankenstein here. There it is. Cardboard. See you later. Accessory is going to be in here. Yep. Looks that way. Can I get it all out? There it is. See you later. Pop that in there, and bam! See you later. Goodbye. Gaming greats, slide him out of here. There's old Scorch, ready for duty. See you later off the screen. Bam, there it is. We do get some accessories here with Scorch, and we do got a lot of reuse with Scorch, so that makes a lot of sense. We get this cool little blaster. I believe this is the first time we've seen this blaster. Correct me if I'm wrong. It looks similar to some of the other ones from some of those Clone Trooper gaming greats, but you got a little extra attachment here on the top. It's not removable, but it does look really, really good. You got the black, the white, and the gray, so very colorful. Very nice weapon here. I'm here for that. And then you got a backpack, similar but different, but definitely a different backpack. Looks like, does it go this way? Which way does it go in? Okay, I was going to say, I thought it was like a jetpack, like he could fly off. It was upside down, but it only goes in one way. I don't know what those exactly are on the back here. The little smokestacks there. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think he's got a smoker in here, and he puts some ribs in there. He's smoking some ribs while he works, and all the smoke goes out of there. But he doesn't, you got to kind of set it and forget it on your smoker. And if you're going to have a long day at the Clone Trooper office, where you're going to be out in the woods or whatever, in Kashyyyk maybe, oh, how beautiful this time of year. You might be there for like 16 hours. Well, you got to check if you're doing the 3-2-1 rib method on your smoker. You got to be careful. So he brings it all with him as an attachment. Then he can pop this off, sit down in the woods, play with his ribs, put them back on there. Then at the end of the night, man, the Clone Troopers and him, they're feasting. They're feasting on some smoked ribs from Scorch. Hopefully he doesn't scorch them. No pun intended, but somebody can fact check that, but I'm pretty sure he's smoking ribs in here. It makes all the sense to me. You got the yellows, the whites, the blues, the grays, very colorful backpack. It feels different. So far, I like what I'm seeing here. The figure, of course, a lot of reuse, but with some differences, but the accessories feel different, and it takes stuff like that. As I always say in my videos, you put extra hands or different hands on the character, make them as different as possible. That's what Scorch is doing, so I do like what I'm seeing here. Good backpack, good weapon. Then you get the figure here, of course, Clone Trooper. I always like this helmet, and I can't remember these gaming greats guys' names, but I think he had green in him. The green guy, the green one. Kind of very similar helmet to that, but looking nice. Love the blue visor, love the gray around it. Love kind of the paint splash on the side. It's not perfect. It's got dings and dents on it. Just a really, really cool scheme throughout. He's got some dirt on his chest plates, dirt on his shoulders. Just a guy that's been out there in the battlefield smoking ribs, doing whatever he needs to do to get by. You got this attachment on the side of kind of these two canisters, missiles, whatever they are. Not removable or anything, but it does set him apart from some of the other ones, so that is a nice difference. And then I love the yellow coloring against the white and the gray. Just a very colorful character. A little bit bland color, but it does pop with all the different colors going on in different locations. I like that a whole lot. Articulation, of course, head goes all the way around, up, down. Pretty good movement for the head. Arms do go around, and then those shoulder guards, I love it that they move out of the way for you when you're moving the arm. I think that is really good. Do we got a bicep cut on him? Let's see here. No bicep cut, single jointed elbows, side to side, hands up and down, back and forth for the trigger hands. Very Super 7 articulation like. Waist side to side there, no waist at the bottom, so the top hula hoop has the up and down, the ab crunch, all that kind of stuff. So you get plenty of movement out of that. He can do decent splits for a Clone Trooper. They've never been gymnasts. Then he does got single jointed knees. Yep, single jointed knees, and then side to side, you got the knee covering that moves out of the way once again like the shoulders. Ankles on the ball, back and forth, side to side, up and down. So basically your typical Star Wars Black Series articulation. But even though I'm not familiar with this character, as I always say, I don't play games, I don't know the gaming greats, but I like these guys built out as a little kind of force on my shelf. He does look really, really good. And I do like this one more than I thought, and I liked it even better not having to spend $28.99 on it, I'll put it that way. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle, make sure you get the Mattel stands, and he fits perfectly right there. So not bad, actually. Two pretty good figures. I have no problems with either of these. I like what I see here. So worth it on a deal. That's what I'm going to say about Star Wars right now. You got to get a deal somewhere. Star Wars is where the deals are happening for me. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. Don't forget about the Patreon channel. Early access to all the videos, and it does support the channel, as you guys know. Pro Wrestling Tees can also support the channel. Head on over to there. And then don't forget to hit me up on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Aayla Secura and Scorch, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.